See, everyone online seems to think that supply chains are difficult, and I'm here to contradict that and say they're not that hard. This applies to business owners, but also individuals who maybe want to work their way up in supply chain, maybe become a supply chain manager, or maybe something a little bit lesser, like an inventory manager, or specialise in purchasing. Everyone seems to think it's hard, but it's really not that difficult. Come here. Oh. Come here. So, supply chains have three pillars. You've got procurement, inventory management, and logistics. Now, procurement is purchasing, but with a little bit of supply management on top of it. Inventory management is managing a warehouse or a store's location with a little bit of analysis on top of it. And then logistics is shipping with route planning and cost management, maybe international shipments on top of it. So realistically, what you've got for supply chain, the three main pillars are three fairly simple processes with the extras added on top of them that make them specialties, that make professionals have to work hard and know what they're talking about to get good at it. But if you boil it down, it's not that difficult. You've got three main pillars there, and to be honest, that's 80% of what a supply chain is. Supply chains rely very heavily on Pareto's law, the 80-20 principle, and 80% of supply chain is the easy stuff. It's the 20% that's hard that makes you 80% of the money in the supply chain. But realistically, if you think supply chain's hard, 80% of it is very easy and very simple, wouldn't take long to learn, wouldn't take long to get people involved in to improve your own supply chain. But what people tend to do is before they've learnt the 80%, they tend to focus on the 20% and go, no, that's way too hard, I can't do that. Oh, you've got all these spreadsheets and I don't know how to do pivot tables and I don't know how to do supplier analysis and all the documentation. You jump in the gun. You just need to boil it down, make it a lot simpler and attack it one step at a time. In inventory management, instead of going, oh, we need to categorise all of our stock and organise all of our shelves into the categories of our stock, or change the stock label to include the stock category and then just pay attention to the highest 20% value items. It's great if you can do that, but first of all, what you need to do is you need to have some shelves with some labels on and make sure every product has a label, because the amount of places that don't even have labelled stock, 100% of their stock labelled, will shock you. Alright, the bar is pretty low to have a good supply chain. And if you're somebody who's watching this and you want to work your way up in supply chain, my advice to you is just master the basics. The basics are what everybody sees anyway. You need to master those. You can be okay at the advanced techniques and procedures of supply chain, but really good at the basics, and you'll be noticed more than the people that know more than you. If you can do the day-to-day running and make sure that a company's supply chain stays up and running with no massive spikes in overheads, you're winning. you're probably already doing your supply chain job exactly how the owners of the company want you to do it. Just need to stop being so hard on yourself. Exposure and experience will get you through 80% of problems that you come across. Just improve those simple processes, document everything. Document so much that somebody could walk in and take your job. Because what people tend to do is they're scared that they could be replaced by the documents that they write. But what actually ends up happening is you write so much documentation that people assume that you're saving some information for yourself. So you must be way better than you actually are. So it actually works in your favour to document as much as you can. Plus then also you become the go-to person for information and documentation. Gives you something to do. And if you're someone or a business that's mastered the 80%, but you're not quite sure how to get the 20%, then visit my website and look at supply chain consultancy and see if it's something that we could work together on.